stuff.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the procedure, everyone?
Alright folks, welcome back. So big announcement today. Teaser trailer for Sandbox 2021. High explosive shell rework, crews and artillery. So let's take a look and make some heavy judgments on these features, I guess. But let's take a look.
World of Tanks. It has been in existence for more than 10 years already, and it has kept evolving all this time. Each year, we introduce something new to the game, or rework the features that are already there. And sometimes, we are on the verge of fundamental changes. From February through March 2021, we're conducting a series of tests on the Sandbox server. They will be dedicated to some of the most important aspects of the game: high explosive shells, crew, and artillery. These changes affect us all.
1 second. Only high explosive? No gold shell rebalance? What happened to the gold shell rebalance where everybody spams gold all the time? Can we just shoot normal shells with more DPM? Or a gold shell with less DPM but more pen? What happened to that? Gone out the window. Son of a bitch.
That's why we want to test them together. Download the Sandbox client, join the tests, and participate in our surveys. Share your thoughts regarding the reworked HE shells.
Ugh. That was a 152 from a 60 TP, dealing only about 150 damage to a mouse. The reload time is about 15 seconds. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Well, then again, usually it's about 200 damage. Yeah, okay, whatever.
What about the new crew? Do you like the changes to artillery?
Holy crap, you see that tracer for artillery? That's insane.
Do you like the changes to artillery?
Oh, there's a skull symbol and there's artillery shell coming. Oh, that's interesting. Give me a sec. Let me take a closer look.
Do you like the changes to...
You see that artillery tracer? That's huge. And you have a skull icon, meaning artillery's coming. Well, then again, if you are stuck in a heavy tank corner doing heavy tank stuff, you probably cannot move from artillery shells. Probably.
to artillery?
Ugh.
Now, your feedback
100
and
damage.
experience
Ew.
are of great importance. The future of these changes depends only on you. To thank you for participating in the tests, we'll add various in-game items to your main game accounts. We want to make the game better, and we want to do it with you, side by side.
Alright, they actually reward us for testing and participating in the sandbox, which is actually not bad. So, here are a few things I want to talk about. First of all, let's not talk about new stuff. So, no new maps, no more tanks or new tech trees. So, we're not talking about new stuff. We're talking about changes to the game and fixes to the game. Obviously, one big problem is EBRs. The cars are just ridiculous. Where the hell are the EBRs? But they bring a new feature which practically kills light tank players. So it's a big downside. Light tanks have to evade being actively spotted by these things who are running around like headless chicken. So one thing I thought of was coaxial machine guns to just shoot the tires, making them more vulnerable to tank guns. If that's way too much on the CPUs or GPUs and stuff, we can also use smoke grenades. Smoke grenades will also help out when these vehicles are not in play anyways. Smoke grenades will help out with heavy tanks who are caught out in the open. Smoke grenades will help out with medium tanks or tank destroyers. Smoke grenades are good essentially whenever and everywhere. So Yeah, these are one of the big problems and a big turnoff for newbie players playing at high tiers who are just basically being caught out in the open field maps spotted by these things, and they get shot at from every direction, including artillery. So coaxial machine guns or smoke grenades or both, but I still prefer smoke. I think smoke helps out a lot, and we already have smoke for like front lines and stuff. So just put the smoke grenades with a shorter range onto the vehicle itself with like recharge timer or delays or stuff. That would be pretty good. Another thing is obviously the gold shell. Nobody talks about the gold shell rebalance anymore because why? So when you're playing vehicles like the Super Conqueror, just spam gold shell. Half your ammunition is gold shell, and it's very hard to pin a hull down heavy tank. So a lot of the heavy tanks focus on hull down aspects. All the medium tanks do too. So all the new medium tanks either have good turret armor or just hull down, or they're fast. There's no such thing as in between. So like when we put all tier 10 medium tanks, let's see how many are hull down. Hull down now, they buff the turret front. Fast, hull down. Armor practically, hull down, fast, hull down, even more so with the hydraulics. This thing needs a buff with the 121. This thing's fast, hull down, slightly hull down, and fast. So yeah, there's no such thing as a side scraper or just sniping medium. All of them could snipe, all of them had the same tactics. Back then, I still think there was some variety to heavy tank playstyle, like the KV4 is focused on side scraping, but hull down wise, it sucks because it has a big gigantic weak spot on top of the turret with a mini turret. So this thing was mostly focused on side scraping. You cannot go hull down, you'll get pinned. But yeah, that's not as good as hull down vehicles, right? So same goes with vehicles like the ISM. I like the rear mounted turrets design. I have all the 705s and stuff, but then again, it's not as good as hull down. So all the heavy tanks that are high performing have generally a hull down aspect or they're fast. So that's comparable to main battle tanks everywhere. So that's not addressed. So gold shell, you have to resort to all spamming gold shells. And if you want to try hard, like all tier 10s would load up a lot of gold. So 15 rounds for the Patton, that's not that much. 15 rounds for the E50M, not that much. But yeah, heavily gold shells. Go away, Steam, I don't want to update you. Speaking of which, World of Tanks could now be on Steam in the near future. So you can now watch how many hours you spent on World of Tanks, but I probably already spent like 7,000 hours or more on World of Tanks. But teaser trailer for World of Tanks Sandbox this year. High explosive shell was heavily crapped on last year because of the stuff like KV2s and T49s. So it's an iconic vehicle, iconic gun, and you use high explosive rounds with it, but you can nerf the shit out of it when it doesn't do as much damage. There are like balancing side to this gun. It's super inaccurate, takes way too long to aim, takes way too long to reload, but if it does hit, if it does pin, it deals crap ton of damage. That's the counterbalance, right? But I don't know. The same goes with vehicles shooting high explosive rounds like the T49, the Derp gun from the T49. Same goes to the Hesh on the Black Bulldog and Hesh from the Centurions, obviously. But same goes with the Japanese heavies. They need a big rebalance. But this patch is mostly focused on core aspects, not the tanks itself. So yeah, vehicles like this is just obsolete. It's fat, it's a pinata, the gun doesn't do much. It's inaccurate, takes a little bit longer to aim still. So originally, without the cars, without the stun effects, these vehicles were hilarious, right? Back then when they just introduced the Japanese heavies, they were like memes. and they were fun to play around. They were not accurate, obviously, but everybody was not moving at 70 kilometers per hour top speed. So everybody did not have like 200 millimeters, 700 millimeter pen guns. But yeah, EBRs, gold shells. Matchmaking we won't talk about because that's not obviously featured. Maps we won't talk about, that's a new stuff. Personal mission change, not obviously mentioned. So I want to see EBRs get changed a little bit, or at least indirectly with like smoke grenades or stuff. Or gold shell get changed. Gold shell spam is one of the biggest problems in the World of Tanks. It turns off a lot of players. Basically means you pay to win, pay more credits to penetrate, dealing the same damage. If the damage was tweaked, I still think it would be a little bit better, giving normal AP shells more damage and giving HP buffs. But still, it's a big concept to deal with in World of Tanks. So vehicles like autoloaders would just deal massive more amounts of damage if they manage to pin the sides and rear. So this thing will get like 400 per shell, 400 alpha per shell, and that would dramatically increase the DPM of stuff like this. But it is incentive not to use gold shell anymore. The same way that we play Steel Hunter, if you will. So where the hell is the Steel Hunter map? Do I even have it? There's Steel Hunter. So if you play Steel Hunter a lot, there are shells that deals more damage but have less penetration. The high explosive anti-tank and compared to the normal APCR shells. So I love about the Steel Hunter is the fact that there are difference in tactics. Sometimes you don't need the high penetration against like French ELC AMX with weird turrets. You don't need it because they're good enough. The shells are good enough in terms of pen, but you need the damage more. So I like the balancing of Steel Hunter. Is it even in here? Special battle? No, it's not even in here anymore. Oh well. But there you go, folks. The teaser trailer for Sandbox 2021. Artillery is a thing, so we'll see how that goes. Crews is a big question mark. So what about your 7 skill crews? That's a big thing. People will get pissed if you don't have all the available compensations and stuff. So better make sure you get that shit right, because some players will have a pretty well-trained crew. So people will get pissed off if you negate like most of their crew other than the commander, right? So for example, I have where's my ST2? Where I dumped a lot of the crew books into. Where's my ST2? There it is. So here's my ST2. Female crews all jacked up with crew books and shit. So very well trained. And are you going to make sure like everybody's compensated in terms of crew XP? Because there's a lot of crew XP. I wasted a lot of books. How's that going to work out? So compensation is one of the biggest deal, obviously. So same goes with my KV2. What else is my KV2 again? Yeah, my KV2 still has decent crew, right? So, oof, yeah, debatable. So, yeah, big things are going to happen. High explosive shell is you're beating on a dead horse with this one. Give us gold shell rebalance. I don't care about high. Well, I do care about high explosive in terms of KV2s and their playabilities, but it's a derp gun. It's supposed to be derpy. That's the whole point of using a derp gun. It's like using the stock gun. Can we use the stock gun? The 105 derpy short barrel for the M47 patent. It's like one of the oldest garbage guns at tier 9 for the patent. Actually, we can't. Oh no. It's the same derp gun from the M4 on the... Oh my god. On the Sherman, you put it on the M47 patent. M46 patent, M47 patent, same thing. Close, without the battle machine gun. But, oh my god. It's a garbage derp gun, so don't even... It is a meme, but... Oh my god, it's so bad. So there you go, folks. First reaction from a Unicum on the Sandbox teaser. I'll give it this. It sounds like a documentary with Sir David Attenborough, like talking about nature, talking about World of Tanks. It does sound very good from the voiceover announcer. So give that guy a raise. Holy crap. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.